Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Nightwing number 117. This is a new issue from DC Comics. Let's talk about the creative team. Of course, we are wrapping up. We're wrapping up the run by Tom Taylor with art by Bruno Redondo, Caio Felipe doing some inks in some of these pages, Adriano Lucas on colors, letters by Wes Abbott. This is part 4 of Fallen Grayson. And yeah, we're almost done. I can't believe it. We have one more issue until this run is over, and I'm gonna be pretty sad. This has been the first time that I've ever subscribed to Nightwing on a weekly or a monthly pull basis. So in this issue, we have the penultimate chapter of Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo's legendary Nightwing saga. While Dick connects with the ghost of his past, Nightwing, or Bruise Wing, maybe Bat. I don't know. I don't want to call it. Can't call him Batwing. But yeah, Bruise Wing takes to the streets to defend his honor. But how can he be in two places at once? And what is the shocking revelation that Dick learns when confronted with the truth behind his parents' deaths? The Heartless saga continues in the penultimate chapter of this celebrated run. Uh, this issue really has a lot of fun stuff, right? We have Nightwing going back to his beginnings. He's trying to get over this trauma, right? This whatever has been done to him, he's trying to get past it. And he goes to see Deadman, who was the person that trained him when he was alive. Um, so yeah, as Brand. So it's really cool to see their relationship kind of parallel in different places. They do a really fun bit where Deadman possesses Dick Grayson, puts him in a tough position where he'll have to like jump or whatever, to try to get over that fear, and then releases him. So like the reactions are really funny. Tom Taylor, Bruno Redondo, just a legendary team doing this run, and it's a really interesting revelation. If anything, I would have liked one more chapter, one more issue, to see a little bit more of Bruce doing filling in for Nightwing and Bloodhaven. I think that would have been a lot of fun, just to get a little bit more of that. Because there's even a few mentions of some of the things that he had to do while pretending to be Nightwing. Let's take a look at some of the art here. So as you can see, going back and using Deadman as the person who originally showed him, love the parallels of then and now, and of course, Deadman really helping out Nightwing in the best way that he probably can, trying to get him to face his fears. Just really funny. I love this 6 panel page in the middle. It's just very humorous, right? Just Nightwing dropping out of scene. So yeah, really fun stuff. And then we finally unlock a memory once Dick is finally able to relax. I love the expression here as well of Deadman's face, just like, I told you to relax, and of course, he's doing the opposite. So, but yeah, it's really fun stuff. I'm really enjoying this. This has been one of my favorite runs in a character in a long time. I think Tom Taylor really just knows how to get through work, or to work on all this stuff. So yeah, very excited to see how this concludes in the next issue. So if you are reading this, let me know what you thought about this issue down in the comments. Let me know which of the issues you picked up for Nightwing. Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Wonder Woman number 12, an absolute power tie-in. Let's talk about the creative team before we get into this book. This book is written by Tom King with guest artist Tony Daniel. We have colorist Leonardo Paciaroti and Clayton Cowles on letters. Beautiful cover by Daniel St. Pierre and Tommy Moret, who Daniel St. Pierre, the main artist. We also have a fantastic backup story by Belen Ortega, art, and of course written by Tom King. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's talk about the main story in this issue. Meet Wonder Woman's new sidekick, Robin. That's right, Damian Wayne, with art by superstar Tony S. Daniel. Meet the new dynamic duo. Wonder Woman teams up with the unlikely list of allies. Robin, I don't know if that's the unlikely list of allies, but definitely not somebody you see working together very often. A top secret mission to save their fellow heroes. Will Damian and Diana's quest to break into Waller's Gamora Supermax prison be a successful one, or is it all part of a more elaborate trap for Wonder Woman and her new sidekick? There's also a beautiful backup story. We'll talk about that. I loved this issue. It was just so much fun. Tony S. Daniel just coming in hot with some fantastic art. Um, I wasn't even I didn't even recognize his art at first. This just felt like something he hadn't done something like this in a while. But I love it. I love it just from the opening page. Wonder Woman and Damian both trying to extract information from Captain Boomerang about this Gamora prison. Obviously, they don't know where it is. We as a reader know, but they don't know what's going on. They need to get in there, and they just try out. They have very different styles, right? Therefore, the name of the stick and the carrot for the name of the issue. But it's just so much fun. Their banter is really funny. Their approaches to getting information out of Captain Boomerang is really funny. So everything just really works out. Let me pull up some of the preview art and just check out this stunning page by Daniels. Like just the angle, the jet going, like just the big lettering too, as well with the big everything capitalized, everything bold and italics, and just like in red ink, so you understand the urgency of how loud Captain Boomerang's being. It just really works. And then, like I mentioned, Diana and Damien have very different interrogation styles. Whereas Diana is usually a little bit more calm and collected. She can reach a breaking point, and that's kind of what we see in this first issue. So, I mean, in this issue, it's just really fun stuff. I really enjoyed it. We also have a really fun backup story. Um, of what really means to talk about the trip, not the destination. Belen Ortega illustrates this tale, and I gotta say, I think Ortega is really becoming like if Trinity get if Lizzie gets a series on her own, or maybe even with the Trinity, like she's becoming very quickly the definitive artist for that character, which is great. It's really cool. I really love her art. I have a page from her Batman run with Chip Zdarsky, from one of the issues that she was on, and I will probably end up. Hopefully, I can end up with an original art page from some of this world's finest backup stories because they are fantastic. Let me pull up. I only have this little preview. I pulled it up because I was going to do a little post on social media about just the expressions, and of course, it's funny, right? Tom King writing really funny dialogue. Their relationship with all these three, it's very fun. So yeah, very cool, very funny, just a great issue to kind of bring a little bit of levity into the proceedings, um, of everything that's going on. So yeah, this was a really fun issue to read and pick up. I was able to pick up two variants: the swimsuit variant by Guillaume March, and then we also have these cool resistance variant. They are fantastic stuff. Yeah, I loved it. Love this issue overall. So hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Batman Superman World's Finest number 30. We have a guest artist on this. I also don't know how long the series is going to be. I hope that it continues because I love this series so much. Let's talk about the creative team. This is written by Mark Waid with art by Gleb Melnikov, Tamara Bonville, and colors letters by Dave Sharp. This is a one standalone issue called Death in Paradise. So let's talk about what's going on in this one. The Trinity's first mission revealed. Get ready to see the Trinity, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman take part in their first adventure as a trio. So the main crux of this issue is there's been a murder in Themyscira, and Wonder Woman, in the early years, after she's worked with, after she's known of Superman and Batman, she's asked them to come help figure out the killer now that she's kind of run out of options. So very cool stuff. Melnikov's art, he just draws these like really beefy characters, and I really like that, especially if you're going with Themyscira in an island full of Amazons. Like you need people that are built like rocks, right? So yeah, I really like the way that the approach to the art. Tamara Van Villen's colors. bring a lot of continuity, so the book really feels the same, even though we have different artists, as she's been working on some of the other issues in the series. And of course, Mark Waid just delivering a fun story. When you get Robin to tag along, shenanigans are going to ensue. It's really fun to have Robin in this issue as kind of a point of view character for the audience, right? Because we're all kind of like flies on the wall here in this little first adventure. So let's look at some of the art here. And as I mentioned, I love the close quarters here in the Batjet as they go into the island. This all is expanded from another annual story where they reference what's going on and how they originally met. And as I mentioned, look at these characters. Look how strong the Amazons look. I really like the design. I really like this. And of course, with the murder, things get a little bit more grim. Love how the lighting and the coloring changes. Just all those little subtle details to kind of guide us through the mood and the change. But yeah, this is beautiful artwork. I love how Robin looks very young here, really letting us know that this is way back in the past. And then just seeing all the different things come together to deliver on an issue like this. It's really, really fun. So I love this series. Probably one of my favorite things that I pick up on a regular basis. Usually pick up the main cover. Dan Mora is just so good at it's just so good at drawing covers that I really, really enjoy it. So let me know which cover you picked up. Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Superman number 17. This is an absolute power tie-in as we continue down the dark path. Let's talk about the creative team before we get into this book. This book is written by Joshua Williamson with art by Jamal Campbell, letters by Aaron Maher. Yes, very excited to keep going on this story. Anytime you mix Superman and magic characters, things are going to get a little fun and a little goofy and maybe even a little weird. In this issue, Superman and Satana team up after the traumatic events of Absolute Power number 2. So make sure you're reading Absolute Power, the main series. Superman and Satana trek into the darkest areas of the DC universe to find a way to stop Amanda Waller and her growing army. Powerless and without magic, are they willing to make a deal with the devil to save the world? Very almost literally. It's a very interesting approach to the story. Also, when I saw that big reveal, I was like, huh, this guy again, huh? So we definitely, it's somebody you've probably seen recently. I would say within the last year of DC Comics, that we have this character back on the pages. So I won't spoil it. No spoilers here, but this is a really fun issue. I love when Superman has to deal with magic stuff, especially because he is powerless, and I think Joshua Williamson really um, very much brings that to the forefront. I also love these flashbacks to moments in Clark's past where he's had to deal with magic, and kind of like him trying to just reconcile everything that's going on, right? So that's a lot of fun. Let's pull up some of the preview art. Jamal Campbell's great. I don't think I need to say too many things to let you know how amazing his artwork is, but I will anyways. Just very dynamic, just big, loud movements, which is something really fun in a Superman book. And then we get a little bit more somber in the tone, right? And Jamal Campbell's doing everything here, including the coloring. So like, it's really fun whenever we get to see a Campbell issue of Superman, right? He's the technically the main artist, but of course there's filling, through different arcs and stuff. But Jamal Campbell is definitely the main artist on the series from when it started. I love Superman wearing the black suit. Of course, Satana also looks great. Everything around as we go through this magic world, and you get a little bit of a exposition through some of these memories. Also, the Super family still trying to figure things out. Of course, Amanda Waller's looking for Lex Luthor, but Lex has a memory lapse. He doesn't know. He doesn't remember his past. So it's really fun, especially when we see here this meeting with Mercy. She doesn't know either. So yeah, a lot of things to catch up on. If you haven't been paying attention on the Superman book, you might be a little bit out of the loop. But it's a great book. It's a great series. I picked up this really cool resistance cover, they call them. Like there's different, there's different resistance variants. So this is what I picked up. The swimsuit variant's also out there if you want a little bit of you'll see that at the end of the video if you want a little bit of eye candy. But yeah, great stuff. Loving the Superman series. Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Absolute Power Task Force 7, issue number 5. The tie-ins continue here. This one will be about Velocity. Let's talk about the creative team though before we get fully into the story. This is written by Alex Packnadale with art and colors by Pete Woods, letters by Dave Sharp, cover by Pete Woods, and then a few others that you'll see all throughout in the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. I myself picked up the really nice foil design variant by Dan Mora. We get to see Velocity here. Hopefully you can see that. The depth effects on my camera sometimes make that, and then you have the regular cover there. Anyways, in this issue, we have, is Barry Allen fast enough to escape Velocity? Velocity is the Amazo robot that has taken the powers of the Flash, or the Flash family. Barry Allen is the lone speedster to still have his own powers, staying barely a step ahead of the Flash-themed Amazo Velocity, now powered by the speed of the rest of the Flash family. While Barry must keep moving to avoid capture, he's also working as a one-man communication network for the remaining free heroes. Can Barry continue to aid the Resistance, or has his time run out as the Flash? Yeah, this is definitely just a big chase. It's very interesting to see a story where Barry's still trying to help people while continuously moving on the run, right? Like there's only so much energy, there's only so much speed force out there. I think one of my favorite parts of this book is just Pete Wood's art is so incredible. Along with like the coloring, the way that he chooses to display the speed and the movement in this book and the velocity all around them. You'll see when we get to the pages. So yeah, these one shots have been just really fun, very informative as well to find out what's going on in the world with some of the superheroes around. I love that they've been doing a different creative team, because if for example, if you didn't click with one of the creative teams or one of the stories, you just have to wait till the next issue and then maybe check it out again. So yeah, very smart. They get to do the really cool foil covers, so that's also a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm loving this series. We only have a few more issues left, as this and Absolute Power is also wrapping up. So let's talk about some of the art and let's look at some of the preview pages. As I mentioned, just Wood's impeccable art, fantastic stuff. Just look at the movement as they. I love that the people standing, like the people that are not moving fast, obviously, it's almost as if they have lost color, right? It's all almost black and white, pretty much there. We're very close to it. And then I just love to see the narration from these Amazo droids. Like, I don't know exactly what's going on with them and how that's going to play out, but I feel like something interesting is going to happen because they all have very distinct personalities based on the powers that they have absorbed, which I think that's a really neat concept. And then, yeah, here we see the Amazo droid kind of like cycling through some of the powers and using them to his, best of ability so that he can maybe try to stop Barry. So very cool stuff. I love this. I'm really excited about this series. So if you have read this issue, let me know, first of all, which cover did you pick up? And of course, if you enjoy the book, as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.